In the era of 4G, I am talking about Swamiji. It's very difficult. When people are fascinated about the Geo 4G, and I am talking about standing over here and talking about my Swamiji, it's very difficult to convey all the thought process which is brought and put forward in front of the country and in front of the entire world by the Swamiji. My dear fellow ladies and gentlemen, the incident which taken place in the Chicago, where rightly students were mentioning the vibrance of the particular speech. See, he had spoken in the Chicago almost 7 times. But when he spoke for the first time, he spoke around 3.5 minutes. Just 3.5 minutes, and she was mentioning rightly 2 minutes there was a big round of applause. And he majorly spoke around 1 minute or 2 minutes, that's all. What the impact and influence that has made. But what we learned, we kept, that's all. But he taught for the entire world is very, very important and eminent for all of us. When he spoke just the 5 words, sisters and brothers of America. Just 5 words, sisters and brothers of America, that's all. The entire American, the entire world religious forum was standing on its feet and going down towards the Swamiji. What had made that particular incident which taught the entire world the universal brotherhood? Nobody was not aware of it actually. There were Christian leaders standing, sitting on the dais. Nobody got that idea of universal brotherhood. But he spoke on the particular ideologies that is for tolerance and universal acceptance. My Swamiji spoke on universal tolerance and universal acceptance. It is the Hinduism who taught to the entire world or entire the country to accept, to admit the whatever the things which are remains in the world. He specifically mentioned it is the mind, religion, which accept the rest all the religious people who you withdraw from your culture and heritage and traditions. It is the mother nature. If any religion is there, that is Hinduism. Particularly that vibrance I was talking about, and one of in the particular forum, Annie Besant, the Irish lady, Irish woman, Irish philosopher who was present at the particular day and who mentions in her writings, you know what kind of vibrance that has brought to the world? The first draw, people are having a tears into their eyes of understanding the concept of universal brotherhood. Look at the power of Swamiji. You know, before entering to the particular forum, the people are not allowing him to get into the particular forum because they are showing that show your credential or show your identity to get inside. Who is this man? Who is this mom? Everybody was absurd. Then there was a professor. He's a topmost professor of American Harvard University. Probably a history professor, I think. History professor, and his name is John Henry Bright. And he writes in a paper cutting articles, the title was that he says, to asking a Swamiji's credential and identity is equivalent to asking a sun to its rights to shine. Let us check it out. The vibrance, the ethics, the moral values that he had on Western people. The topmost university professor is saying that to asking the identity or credential to my Swamiji is equivalent to asking a right to shine the particular sun. Not only this incident, he had a lot of influence on the Western people. I can quote Romarola. His name is Romain Rolland, who is a French Nobel laureate. Once he had been to Russia and he met with Russian president and he asked, if you want to give me something, Russian president are very, very happy, and he asked him, what I can give you? And he gives him only one thing. He says that he requested, being a French laureate, he went to Russia and he says, and he requested Russian president and says, if you want to give me something, please translate the Swamiji's philosophies to the Russian language so that Russia can be developed. Look at the Swamiji. We Indians never know what Swamiji had an impact on the Western. I will coming back to the Indian people, how he had an influence. Rockefeller, the particular world's richest person from the America. Once Swamiji was meditating in New York, and there was a great vibrance, and there was a great news of Swamiji's across the world, and where Rockefeller thought that once let us meet this Swami. Who is this Swami? And he came into the room. Swamiji never noticed. He wanted to meet a particular Swamiji, but he was meditating. Rockefeller entered. He said, hey Swamiji, or hey Swami. Swami never responded. After finishing 2 minutes of Swamiji's meditation, Swami stands up and requested him to sit down. He said, no, I have never come for sitting down in front of you, Swami like you. Do you know who I am? The world's richest man? Swami, you might be rich for yourself, not for me. Then he says, he given an annual expenditure and says, this is my earning, daily earning, and this is my expenditure. Do you know? Do you value me? Swami sees that, sits, and thrown that. Says, you earn so much, your expenditure is so much, but where is the donation, sir? You have donated something. No. He thrown. He went back with angriness. Trust me, after just 3 or 4 days later, there comes a huge news. The world's richest man, the Rockefeller, has donated his richest amount to the Society of America, and then he brought that cuttings. Once again he visited the particular Swamiji's house, and he says, hey Swami, look at this cuttings, paper cuttings, and I have donated a certain amount to the people. And he says, you must thank me. Swami says, hello Mr. Rockefeller, now you must thank me because I have taught you how to use your money. This is Swami. This is Swami. He had an impact and influence on the Western people. Greatest opera singer, Emma Calvi, who got inspired, who was running through these miseries, her miseries, and once she visited to the Swamiji, I will not go and get into that, and she calls our Swamiji as a walking God. She calls just a walking God. And very recently, probably a few years back, Barack Obama had come to India in 2015, probably, when he was having an intro in his state. He quoted Swamiji at that time. Barack Obama was President of America. If you want, you Indians never know the power of India. He quoted Indians. Swamiji quoted and says, he came to India, with the Indian media, he says, he quoted, it is there in YouTube, you can check it out. You Indians never know your own power. If you want to the power of India, you first read the Swami Vivekananda, I say. The first first president of Indonesia, Sukarno, he mentions, I came into the politics, I came into the Indonesian politics, I became a president only because of Swamiji, he said. Because he inspired me to serve the Godkind and the mankind of particular God which has no. Many of people from the Western has got influenced by the Swamiji. Now coming back to the Indians. Because Swamiji is not for someone. He is meant for everybody. That's why I was saying, you people know. He was a voice without any form. He lives with everybody. His values, his visions, his ethics, his philosophy is everything which is present. Everything is present. And his impact, when he came back from the America to the India, there was a freedom movement which was going on. And actually, it is very, very sad. I feel personally very sad. The role of Swamiji into freedom movement is very, very less, as portrayed into the curriculum for all of us. And I am very proud today to say the new NEP, National Education Policy, which is coming, which is the fundamental for the particular NEP, is Swamiji's ideology. It's time to re-enhance ourselves as an Indianization of education and Indianization of assimilation of culture. Why I was talking about, I'm very sad to say, because the greatest leaders you talk about the influence on the particular people, there is a man behind the particular people is my Swamiji. Once Mahatma Gandhi, Mr. Gandhi had went to Belur Math, and he had mentioned this in his autobiography. And Mr. Gandhi had mentioned in his autobiography, said, once he had been to Belur Math, and he is mentioning like this, and he says, I had an patriotism in me. What it is? I had an patriotism in me when I met the Ramakrishna mission. That patriotism, when after going through the Swamiji, that same patriotism had went through the 100 and thousands times greater than what I earlier had. This is the influence of Gandhi. I always give the example of few people in classroom also. There was a young man, after passing his SSLC, first thing he did is that he escaped from India. He escaped from India. He went abroad and he learned. With the 4th rank, he achieved the ICS exam. Do you know what it is? It's an IAS kind of right now. And he dethroned that and he kicked and he once again come back. There was not a good Indian freedom movement was going through the India. And once again he escaped to the Germany. There was a 3.5 feet man, Adolf Hitler, he had his friendship. And then he found a Indian National Army, and who countering from the German to on the India where the Britishers were there, and that is none other than Subhash Chandra Bose. And someone asked, probably Balanandar Tilak asked, what is the role? If the Swamiji were in front of you, what would you have done? Bose clearly says, I wouldn't have done nothing. I would have completely flattened in front of at the feet of Swamiji. He had a lot of effects, lot of influence, lot of impacts on Indian people also. It is mentioned in one of the biography of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. It is clearly stated that someone asked, what made you to unite India? Because 200 plus or 300 plus there was a small kingdoms were in India. What made you? He clearly stated, and he clearly said that it is the Swamiji's ideology and Swamiji's notion of unity which made me to unite the entire country. This is what my Swamiji. We never learned about Swamiji. We never learned. The Rabindranath Tagore, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Chandrasekhar Azad, Bhagat Singh, you take anybody. Because why I am telling it is, we know the revolutionary people of the particular era. But that all the revolutionary people of freedom fighters of Indian freedom movement, the reason behind that is, one of the Britishers mentions this. I am not able to remember his name. He calls Ramakrishna Mission as a factory of revolutionaries. That kind of impact or that kind of influence which we had. factory of revolutionaries. And he had a vision and he had a dream, and which he had dreamt, and he always calls about India will definitely become a Vishwa Guru. And time has come. Time has come. Because what Swamiji's influence I was talking about, and there was a man who just crossing after 20 plus, just after pursuing his political science degree, first thing he did, he got married. And after a few days of marriage, a few months of marriage, he left his wife. The next thing he did is that he went to Himalaya. I am talking about Swamiji. What he has an influence. Particular man who completes his degree with a political science, just after a political degree completion, he did first job is, he got married, he was not satisfied, he left his wife, and the next thing, he went to his mother and he seek her permission, he went to Himalaya. Then he come back and he enters into Indian politics. And transformation that we had, I might be making some statement, don't get me wrong, please. And this is true. If you want, anybody is having any queries, you can note it down that we can discuss later. Whatever I am talking, it is authentic. I will be proving it. Next, that man has entered into the